Unfortunately, it's very easy to blame Pakistan. I'm not calling them the villains, but they're certainly not the heroes. It is time they acknowledged the effort, sacrifice, Hello and welcome to FQ Logs. I'm Faisal Qureshi, thus the FQ Logs. This is the first FQ Logs, so I take a moment to introduce it. Blogging is a bit passé now, at least that's what I feel. With microblogging taking so much ground, what we have to say as bloggers, we've pretty much said it on either Facebook or Twitter or together at the same time. So by the time we want to write a blog entry, it just doesn't happen. But at the same time, there are things we need to say in a more elaborate way. So thus, video blogs. Video is the thing of today, so let's use this instrument. Today is my first video blog, so I'm going to keep it short, also because we might have teething problems and we are also evolving the whole process. You're watching this on our TV channel, well, our web TV channel called 247online.tv. If you want to contact us, if you want to contact the channel, the email address, etc., are written at the bottom of the screen. You can see it there. If you want to contact me directly, you can email me at fq@faisalqureshi.com. Again, the email address is given here. And our various shows, both in Urdu and English, are available on the 247online.tv website, Facebook page, and the YouTube channel. A little while ago, a news item has appeared in the United States newspapers and websites saying half of the US says Afghan war not a success. I'm just curious, why did they need a poll to figure this out? According to this poll, only Republicans thought, well, more Republicans thought it was a success than it wasn't. 49% Republicans thought it was a success as against 41%. However, overall, Americans, 50% thought it was not a success. And when broken down, 52% independents thought it wasn't a success. 55% Democrats thought it wasn't a success. And only 49% Republicans thought it was a success. Given the way the United States has been behaving in the recent past, I mean the last few weeks, with Mr. Mullen's retirement happening, it's quite obvious that the United States of America, A, has failed in Afghanistan. Also, it's quite obvious that they're looking for a reason to justify their failure. Barack Obama needs to find a reason to justify why they have not been able to pull out yet, which I really don't think they ever intended to, but still, they need a justification because it's election time's around the corner, and the need to face save. Unfortunately, it's very easy to blame Pakistan for everyone's failures, especially the American failures. I would like to take a moment just to reinforce that Pakistan is not the reason for America's failure in Afghanistan. I think it's quite obvious that this is a lost battle. It's time for diplomacy. It's time for taking on more reasonable challenges. It's time USA realized that this crisis in the region is really created by them, and they can't so conveniently become the heroes of this cause. I'm not calling them the villains, but they're certainly not the heroes. It is time that the USA accepted the mistakes of the past, accept that there have been errors in this whole campaign, accept that they have created quite a mess, particularly in Pakistan. And it's time to amend things. It's time to fix this problem. The polls, if conducted in the United States, will not be in favor of Pakistan. I understand that. If you conduct a poll in Pakistan about India, it won't be favorable. But still, the United States of America needs to realize that it is time they cleaned up their mess. And that does not mean they wipe out countries, nations, or people. It does not mean that they harass or intimidate nations. It is time they acknowledged the effort, sacrifice, and hard work done by these allies. And I mean allies, Pakistan in particular. Pakistanis know very well how to look after their interest, even if weak governments put into power by the Americans do not do it. The average Pakistani, the citizens of Pakistan, are very well aware of what's good for them, and push comes to shove, they know how to stand together. If the internet permits me, you'll keep hearing from me on this. But for today, I'd like to thank you for sharing this moment with me. Once again, if you want to contact me, the email address for the channel as well as my personal email address is given at the bottom of the screen. You can use it there. Well, thank you very much. Till next time, it's Faisal Qureshi.